The envelope shows up in your mailbox, cream-colored, heavier than a bill, and for 1 second your heart lifts. Then you open it and read the words, "Black tie optional," and something in your stomach drops. What am I even supposed to wear to this? You start pulling things from your closet, and nothing feels right. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. Most of the safe wedding guest advice given to women over 60 quietly works against them. Not your age, not your body, the advice. Today, 5 complete looks that solve comfort, color, and photos at once, and one of them is the look guests compliment the most. Welcome back, beautiful. I am so glad you are here. If this is your first time, you landed in exactly the right place, because we talk about style that works for real women, real closets, real mornings before a real event, not some fantasy version of you. Style does not expire at 50 or 60 or 70. It just needs the right information, and nobody ever gave you that information clearly. So let's not waste another minute. Let's get into the first look, because it is easier than you think. The first look is what I call the fluid column, and I want you to notice something before I even describe it. Some of you already have a version of this hanging in your closet, and you have avoided wearing it because you were afraid it would read as boring, too plain, too safe next to younger guests in bold prints. I need you to let that fear go, because this one is going to surprise you. Picture a soft column dress, or a matching wide leg set, nothing stiff, nothing structured. The color is a dusty jewel tone, think sage, plum, deep teal, not black, not navy. And here's why that matters. Black often disappears in wedding photography. It absorbs light instead of catching it, and it can flatten you against a crowd of other black-clad guests. A dusty jewel tone does the opposite. It photographs richer, warmer, more alive, without competing with the bride at all. Now, the wrong version of this look is a stiff, structured dress that fights your body every time you sit, stand, or walk. It creates hard lines where your eye gets stuck. The right version is fluid fabric, something like a matte jersey or a soft crepe that skims your body and moves when you move. That movement is the whole secret. Your eye follows fabric that flows. It does not follow stiff seams. One statement earring, nothing else competing for attention, and a block heel sandal underneath so you can stand through the ceremony and still dance later without wincing. Ask for fluid crepe or matte jersey the next time you shop and watch how differently a dress moves on you. That is an easy first win, but now the next one is where women get nervous. Look 2 is what I call the confident color suit, and I already know what some of you are thinking. Won't a bold color feel like too much? Won't it feel like I am trying to upstage the bride? Let me stop you right there, because that fear is doing you a disservice. Picture a relaxed blazer paired with a matching trouser or a flowing midi skirt in one confident, saturated color, terracotta, cobalt, something with real presence. And to be clear, this is nothing like bridal white or ivory, so there is zero conflict, zero confusion, nothing to worry about there. A single gold cuff or a brooch at the lapel is the only accessory you need, and a pointed low-block heel keeps you comfortable through hours of standing and mingling. Here is the wrong version. Matchy, head-to-toe, safe beige, the kind of outfit that blends into the wallpaper and disappears in every group photo. The right version is one intentional, saturated color that draws the eye upward toward your face, instead of getting lost in a sea of neutral. And here is the twist that surprises almost everyone. The outfit women avoid because they are afraid it is too much is almost always the one guests remember and compliment weeks later. Pick one bold, confident color and commit fully, rather than mixing prints or hedging with beige. That commitment is what reads as intentional instead of accidental. Before you skip the next one, stay with me, because this is the one most women overlook completely. Look 3 is the elegant separates layer, and this is where most women make an assumption without even realizing it. They assume a dress is the only appropriate choice for a wedding, and they overlook separates as somehow too casual. That assumption is costing you comfort and versatility you did not know you were missing. Picture a silk blouse with a fluid maxi skirt or a wide trouser, layered with a soft cardigan or a wrap for the transition from an outdoor ceremony into an indoor reception. The color story here is tonal neutrals, with one metallic thread running through it, which reads formal without ever feeling heavy. The wrap doubles as your ceremony cover-up and your reception drape, so you are never caught cold in a garden setting and never overheated on a dance floor. A comfortable low wedge underneath means grass, gravel, and cobblestones are no longer your enemy. The wrong version is one heavy, formal dress worn identically from the moment you sit down outside to the moment you are dancing at midnight. It does not adjust. It just gets uncomfortable. The right version is adaptable layers that shift with the day, cooler when you need cool, warmer when the sun goes down. And here is the twist. Separates are usually seen as less dressed up, but layered with intention, they solve comfort and elegance at the exact same time, which a single rigid dress simply cannot do. Visually, the layers create a long vertical line, and the wrap softens everything near your face. Choose a wrap in a fabric that photographs well, nothing stiff, nothing with a shiny plastic-looking sheen. Now, before we go further, I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me which look you are leaning towards so far, or tell me about a wedding outfit mistake you have made in the past. I read every comment, and I love knowing which of these actually speaks to you. Now back to the list, because this is where it gets really good, and the next one surprises women the most. Look 4 is the soft metallic statement, and yes, I can already hear the hesitation. Metallic? At a wedding? Over 60? Won't that look costumey? Won't that feel like trying too hard? Here is the truth. It is not the metallic that causes that problem. It is the wrong metallic. Picture a simple sheath or a straight midi dress in a soft metallic or shimmer fabric, but in a muted tone, champagne, pewter, something quiet rather than loud gold or silver. Minimal jewelry here, because the fabric itself is the statement, and a classic pump or block heel in a matching neutral finishes the look without adding noise. The wrong version is loud sequins or overly bright shine that reads as costume under camera flash. The right version is a muted shimmer that catches light subtly and reads as polish rather than performance, especially once the evening lighting comes on at the reception. And here is the twist that solves the whole fear. You do not need to avoid metallic altogether. You only need to choose the muted version instead of the loud one. Before you buy, always check the fabric under daylight and under warm indoor light, because shimmer behaves very differently under each. And you want to know exactly how it will look on the dance floor tonight, not just in the dressing room mirror. The last one is simple, but do not underestimate it, because this is the reveal I promised you at the very beginning. Look, 5 is the effortless floral reveal, and I want to be honest with you about the fear behind this one. So many women over 60 quietly retired florals years ago, convinced they read as too young, too busy, not appropriate anymore. I am here to tell you that belief has been costing you one of the most flattering, joyful looks available to you. Picture a fluid A-line or a wrap dress in a soft watercolor floral, tonal, romantic, nothing bold or graphic. A small clutch pulled from one of the print's own tones ties it together, and a strappy low sandal keeps you steady and comfortable when the dancing starts. The wrong version is a bold, high-contrast, busy floral print that overwhelms the eye and competes with everything around it. The right version is a soft, tonal floral that flatters your skin and feels celebratory rather than costume-like. And here is the twist, the one I have been holding on to for you. The print you have been avoiding your entire adult life is often the one that photographs the most joyful, the most alive, and gets the most genuine compliments of the entire day. The soft movement of the floral fabric draws the eye straight toward your face, and it lets the whole look breathe instead of feeling stiff or overly formal. So here is what ties every single one of these looks together, and I want you to really hear this part. It was never about picking the most formal option, or the safest option, or the most covered up option. Every look that actually works because it solves comfort and color confidence at the same time. A look that lets you stand for an hour, sit for a ceremony, and still dance at midnight, while also making you feel seen in every single photograph. That is elegance, not stiffness, not hiding. Comfort and confidence, together, every time. If this helped you, give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more women exactly like you. Subscribe if you want more real, affordable style advice that actually respects where you are in life right now. Comment which of these 5 looks you would actually wear to your next wedding, and if you have a style question you want answered in a future video, leave it below. I read all of them. Stay stylish, stay confident. Your best years are not behind you. They are happening right now, starting with the very next wedding on your calendar. You deserve to feel beautiful today, exactly as you are.